Hello, everybody. My name is Michael. I just want to share with you some good news. And I have been a fan of Dr. Bob protocol for almost 15 years, if I may. And I had four instruments I actually use, which I want to share with you as part of my testimony. That is, the first one is silver pulsar and magnetic pulsar, water ozonator, and the colloidal silvers. These are my experience now. The blood pressure on me was tremendous. There was also my body and the pains, the thinking, the stress, the depression, all this kind of thinking. It weighs on me like never before, and my health begins to go down. So I took a risk and I said, okay, let me try to follow what Dr. Bob saying. So I took up the pulse, follow all the protocols, how to do it, and I also go along the magnetic pulsar, water ozonator, and colloidal. So this is what I did. I took the silver pulsar, of course, for the first 3 months, 3 weeks. I followed what Dr. Bob suggested. So 3 weeks, I was really feeling good. So my blood pressure has been normal in those 3 weeks. I could, I would feel well, and I'm thinking the depression, the stress, is no longer there. And then I said, okay, it's fine. Then I can't trust 3 weeks. Let me take it further a little bit. 3 months. I did 3 months. I did 6 months. And after 6 months, I went to the doctor and checked. No blood pressure, sugar levels was okay. I had some ulcers that was really tremendous. They almost killed me, those ulcers. They were completely disappeared. And I had my appetite. I had all me coming back. Remember, I was not yet 40 years that time. As I'm talking to you now, I'm way above 50. I'm in my 50s now. That time I was around about 38, and I was looking a little bit old because I had all this stress. And it was really a very big problem. So I used these things for 6 months, then I checked everything. I find it's perfect. In fact, I was even more, I had more strength than the way I used to be at that time. Then personally, when I realized these things are working well, they became now part and parcel of my life. Now I had to go in extreme, experimenting almost everything. So I could take the silver pulsar and pause it for the whole day, 6 to 6. I was just doing things extreme anyway because I was really bored with all this. 6 to 6, at some point, I go for prayer. I spend the whole night with it, and I did not get any problem whatsoever for the last 8 years. I've been using the silver pulsar. So what I do now, towards any change of seasons, just use it. Or when I've got a lot of pressure at my work, in my business, I just use it. Then I feel free. Believe you me, from 2012 until today, this is 2020, I have never been, going to the doctor and saying I'm sick. No. When I pass by the doctor, perhaps I'm just checking my blood pressure, I'm just checking this and that. Everything is a clean report on my health. So I'm really glad. I used pause, more than 12 hours, let me say. The magnetic, I use it for the first 6 months, morning and evening. Sometimes mostly evening, because in the morning sometimes I'm in a hurry, but I use it mostly in the evening for 6 months. Then the water ozone, this was an amazing water. And the time I was using it seriously for the first 3 months, this water was amazing. It cleans me and it changed the whole, my system. And, I had all this energy, and this youngish thing came up on me, It was amazing. And the colloidal, I don't know how you pronounce it, but silver colloidal is one of the most important, it's a universal antibiotic. I use it for, my children when they're going to school, they get a sip, and when there is cold or there's some changes of weather or something, it's very important. So I normally used to take it in the morning and evening, especially before when I was starting the 6 month protocol. I used to take it even now. I do take it periodically. I take it mostly when it is about to be winter. And I want to say something that is going to shock you. Do you know that from 2012 until today, I have never ever had a flu? Everybody coughs, but I've never coughed. When you use these instruments, you eat well and you drink a lot of water, and you will be well. You'll be able to live your life the way you want. As I'm telling you, I'm way above my 50s now, and but I'm very, very strong. And I'm really glad that when I was 38 years or 39 years, I was really heavy, and for myself, I was a little bit too old. I could not, but now I can run 7 kilometers, 10 kilometers. I can gym. I can go into marathon. I can do all what everybody's doing. I'm writing books. I'm very happy. No stress, nothing. These instruments have become part and parcel of my life. And I also want to thank you for really helping me. Today, I can sit here, write books because I've got a peace of mind after all these instruments. No more buying tablets, no all those quake, nothing. Everything is 100% super. I'm really, really happy and I'm really excited. In fact, if you think you'll get side effects, the side effects you'll get is the healing, the strength, the power, the glowing, and, you enjoy life. I like what Dr. Beck say. Take back your power.